you've taken an Uber around Seattle lately, you might have felt that sticker shock, and you're not alone. A new report from NetCredit found Uber rides in Seattle are the most expensive in the nation. So just how much are riders paying and what's driving the high costs?
Fox 14 Shira Matsuzawa compared receipts from several riders, and the results are pretty surprising.
Luggage wheels hitting the pavement, travelers hopping into their Ubers. Like clockwork, you can expect to see this scene at SeaTac Airport at all hours of the day, but it comes with a price tag.
It's like $91 to get over to his apartment right now.
Alex is helping his brother move from Bothell to Arizona. He had a $100 Uber gift card, which he thought would get him to and from the airport. But that won't be the case. He also used to drive for Uber and was shocked by the difference in prices.
For like a 40-minute drive like that, 45 minutes, it'd be like 40 bucks, somewhere around there. So it's like almost, well, more than double than it is in Arizona.
It's kind of unfair to those who like need to get places but can't afford it maybe. And like even the people who can't afford it, it's like a lot.
Gabby Reichstein ordered an Uber to Kirkland. Her Uber cost
$123.
It's pretty expensive, so I travel a lot for work, and I would compare this probably to LA pricing, where you're not going too far. You know, it's a 30-minute ride, but it's, I think, $70, so it's a little up there for sure.
Noah Becker was going from the airport to downtown Seattle, a 14-mile drive. For perspective, we looked up other 14-mile drives and how much those Uber rides would cost. From North Everett to Painfield, $40.92. That's about $30 less than Noah's ride. And from downtown Kirkland to the Landing Renton, $54.95. Mohammed Issei has been driving Uber since 2016.
Yeah.
He says it's more expensive than a taxi because people are paying for the service.
Not same the Uber rate, you know. Taxi rate is a little bit down. Uber is a little bit up. But people, customers, they like Uber.
Taxi driver Devinder Singh says it also comes down to those rates.
The saying is like Uber Lyft is very expensive because they are like software companies. They can do price up and down. So taxi is like set the rate by city and county. So we had to go with that.
But for Ariel Hardy, she's okay with paying more for the convenience.
We pay more. You pay more, you get a nice classy ride.
I reached out to SeaTac Airport, and they tell me, like any other airport, they charge a usage fee for the facilities that rideshare companies pay. They say they charge $6.50 for every pickup for rideshares, but they don't have any control over the prices rideshare companies charge customers. Now, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell's office also tells me while the city does not set Uber rates like every other industry, they do require them to pay their workers minimum wage.
So when it comes to Seattle, though, I recall they do go beyond just the minimum wage. I know that there are several regulations in place that they pass. So are those regulations impacting the prices, you think?
Right. So that's part of the reason, right, is that Seattle's fair share ordinance is in place. It's been in place since 2020. And it requires minimum per mile and per minute compensation for drivers, as well as benefits and expense reimbursement. So basically it makes sure that drivers are being fairly compensated, or paid fairly rather, which is a good thing. But Uber tells me that also means fares for people using Uber goes up, and they say Seattle is now the most expensive city in the country to take an Uber or get a meal delivered, with costs rising every year since 2021. So
wow, the most expensive. That is not surprising the way things are going in Seattle right now.
And very unfortunate, right, for those of us, because it's coming out of our pockets too.
I guess public transportation. Here we go.
Yeah.
Shira, thank you.